Surprise! Tosh here, voice of Dr. Klein. I've got some exciting news for you, but I don't have much time. Find Us Alive is a nominee for this year's Audioverse Awards. Hell yeah! So vote for us, and we just might make it into the finals together. Head on over to their website at audioverseawards.net/vote. Before November 11th, all right? That's when voting closes, so tell your friends and your enemies and just everyone. Your support means everything. We appreciate you guys. You get us to the finals and I'll do a silly dance. Maybe give you a little kissy, whatever you want. Except I say whatever you want, and I know you'll just ask for more sexy reading of the B-movie script, you freaks. But you know what, though? For this, I'll do it. Get us into the finals, and I'll read the whole damn thing on stream and regret it. For you. You got till November 11th. Audioverseawards.net/vote. Harley ain't got shit on me.
Hello, dear listeners. It's me, Anna, survivor of the horrors. They are at my door, and they are relentless. It's time to acknowledge some fresh patrons. Giantkin, Delano Aiden, Revax, The Scarlet King, Benisvoy, Atlas Bear, Crotech, Wonder, and Bardall. A very special thanks to you all. We could not keep doing this without you. Almost all our funding comes from our sponsors over at Patreon, so if you like this show and want to help us cover our bills while we make it, check us out at patreon.com/findusalive. Or you can make a one-time donation on our website under the support tab. Patrons get cool bonuses like merch, bonus content, and one free karate chop to Jackson's throat. Once again, we're at patreon.com/findusalive. Thank you for listening and enjoy the episode.
Overwatch Command. This is Site 107, reporting as usual. 2 days ago, a wildcard event caused a spatial split that duplicated our site, relocating half of our staff to one duplication and half to the other. Following this split, the personnel of Site 107 rebelled against the leadership of Dr. Alves, resulting in a site-wide strike for one side and direct violent action for the other. Dr. Alves was eventually forced to step down after she made intentional efforts to prevent staff from putting the two sides back together. Formal leadership has yet to be established. Measures to address this will be taken once we are confident everyone in our site is safe and healthy. We're having a meeting. All the department heads and me. Alves won't be there. And we're going to decide who gets to be the captain of the ship next. I've been thinking about it. I still don't have an answer as to who I would like that to be. I feel conflicted about it.
Hi, Gloria. Still don't know why you're not picking up. If I was in your position, I'd think I'd love to have some extra company. And I was the one who got you put in your own dorm instead of a holding cell. You're welcome for that. Sorry. A little frustrated with the silent treatment. Anyways, Gravity's gonna be coming down there to screen you for any -3 stuff. It's not just you, it's everybody. It's real quick, but you're gonna have to get naked. I'm sure you don't give a shit about that kind of thing, but I thought I'd give you a heads up. It's not like Gravit sees us as anything more than walking corpses anyway. I already got mine done, and I'm good. Medical only found one person with a mark, but they burned it off with an electrocauterizer. They're keeping an eye on that person, though. Can't be too careful. And, call if you need anything. You've probably read all those books by now, and I know they're not letting you onto the intranet, so... yeah. Sorry about all this. Hope everything goes alright with Gravit.
I can't leave. They want somebody supervising you. I don't like it either, okay? But I like it even less that you blew up the recycler.
It's fine now.
It's not fine now, Raddagher. Half of it is still all messed up.
Worth it.
They're not gonna get off your ass until they know that you've learned your lesson.
I don't care. I was right.
No, you weren't.
She opened the door.
She opened the door because Klein talked to her. The only thing you did was endanger everybody. You're not the only person here who cares about love. You're not the only person here, period.
I know.
Okay, I don't believe you. But, Raddagher, wait. Ingrid. How much have they told you about what it's like in there?
Bet she's awake.
Okay. You only saw her for a moment before security came and got you, right?
Yes.
She was still mostly asleep then, when you first saw her.
It's been 2 days.
Raddagher, she's not fully there. You understand that, right? She's not completely awake.
I know.
She might only be up for a few minutes. She has to sleep a lot.
Okay.
She's going to be confused. She might be angry.
Okay.
I just don't want you to be upset seeing her like that.
I'll be fine. Worry about yourself.
Okay. Go have your moment. I'll wait out here.
Please leave.
If I leave, somebody else has to come follow you around. I just thought you would appreciate it being somebody you already know.
Whatever. Nari? Are you awake?
What?
Hi.
You're back.
Hey, Klein!
Oh, hey, hi. Why are you standing out here?
I'm on Raddagher duty.
How's she doing?
Pissy.
Good.
How's, what are you doing right now?
Gonna go set up shit for the department head meeting.
Cool.
You weren't back out very long before everything went to shit again, huh?
Well, hopefully things will stay, normal for a minute longer.
I think they will.
Did we ever find out what all that was about? Why security let all the little -1s go?
Oh, yeah. Haldy told me. It's one of the things we're talking about upstairs today.
Yeah?
Containment was stealing particulate matter from the lab and dropping little -1s around the site.
What? Like, are any of them... I thought Grav had only found one person who...
None of them are 3s. That's the real problem. They were just doing it to keep security busy. Keep them running around, breaking them all so they wouldn't have time to be a problem if they decided they didn't like having her in charge. Allegedly.
Oh. Well, I'm glad none of them were 3s.
Would have made them easier to forgive, I think. Security doesn't seem like they're gonna let it go for a long time.
I don't think they should have to. I think they've earned a little anger.
You've earned a little anger.
Maybe. I think I've worked most of it out by now, though.
I'm still sorry about all that. I never would have kept you in there so long if I knew that burning it off worked.
I know.
We just...
Klein, it's fine.
Well, I'll see you around.
Yeah. Good luck with the thing. The meeting.
Yup.
Has anybody told you what's happened since you, Lancaster got out?
Lancaster.
Yeah. The shrink.
The nerd.
Yeah. He's been in here before, hasn't he?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. They tortured him to see if he was a -3. But he's not. Burning off the -1 worked. They're doing it to D1 too, I think.
Okay.
And people started fighting again, and at the end of the cycle there was another wild card event, and the site got copied into 2. Are you okay?
I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay.
Can you...
Oh, yeah. I have to be careful of your head.
My head's fine.
Gravit said that you
I'm
need...
fine. I'm fine. Can you tell me something nice?
What kind of nice? Okay. Pretend we had a little house by the ocean and a dog. And we could walk on the beach together and go sailing. And it wouldn't be too bright, like you said. We would have the ocean and the sky. We would never have to come back here again. Nari.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm tired.
Did I do something?
This is dumb. I want to go back to sleep.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm sorry.
What? Sorry for what? What happened?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
What's wrong? What did you forget?
I forgot your name.
It's Ingrid.
Ingrid, yeah. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay.
I hate this.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm tired.
Do you want to go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. I can go. I'll come back later.
No.
You want me to stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Ingrid.
Nari.
Things are not the same here as they once were, that much is true. We are untethered from our founders, and as such, perhaps we should forego our methods of old. I'm not saying that because I don't like the way Alves was running things. I didn't like the way Alves ran things. But there is more to it than that. It wasn't working, clearly. We accomplished almost nothing save for stopping a lot of -1s that containment manufactured themselves. A few experiments here and there, but nothing truly substantial. Maybe every step we did manage to take toward our goal was in spite of what Alves was enforcing. She's not in the running anymore. I think I could count on one hand the number of people who still consider her apt for the position. And there's Klein, our former acting site director and my friend. Resigned from leadership following the death of Casey Lowe. She claimed she doesn't want to return to the position, but some folks think that she could be convinced. But I don't know. Officer Harley, who pushed hard for control during the strike, has backed off significantly. It leads me to believe she may have been vying for power only to get Alves out of it. Not because she really wanted it for herself. She never struck me as the ambitious type, if I'm honest. Shao is a firm no. Klein might change her mind, but Shao will not. They insist that their association with the Ethics Committee necessitates that they stay far away from director chairs. They want to stay out of it altogether, it seems. Personally, I think that if they were observing that closely, they should have stepped in earlier with the way Alves was treating us. Would have been nice, I think. And then Gravit, I suppose. More of an elephant in the room, if anything. Everyone knows she's a strong contender for acting site director based on her experience and seniority. But I'm not the only one who doesn't want to think too hard about what a medical regime would look like. They say that they don't agree with all the Foundation's methods either, but I think they're referring to an entirely different set of regulations than the rest of us are. Not to mention, Gravit herself hasn't been looking terribly well as of late. A little more gaunt, maybe. I'm not sure. It's not my business.
Hey, how'd it go? How'd it go? Was she awake? You were in there for a good while.
She was awake.
How was she? Is she feeling all right? I haven't been in, to see her since yesterday. I don't want to...
Leave me alone.
You know I can't do that. They're going to decide what to do about you in the meeting today, and I'm sure you'll be able to get rid of me after that. Did everything go okay in there?
I'm going to Harley's.
You can always tell me.
I don't want to tell you.
Raddagher, is she okay?
No. She's not okay.
I'm calling Harley in 10 to confirm that you're with him.
Fine.
And I'm going to call Harley if you're not.
Fine.
So it's not completely broken. We have enough oxygen to make it to the end of the cycle easily. It's just gonna get real stuffy towards the end. Aside from that, the damage is... Hello? I thought you were with Lancaster.
He's bothering me.
You should have considered that before you blew up the...
No.
Sorry. Why aren't you with Love?
She's sleeping.
I'm sorry. I know it's hard.
She seemed mad at me.
She's not.
You weren't there.
She's not mad at you, Raddagher. She has a traumatic brain injury. She's confused and disoriented. It's a normal part of the process, unfortunately.
When is she going to be back to normal?
I don't know. But she might have a new normal. She might be a little different than before.
Different how?
I'm not sure. She'll still love you, though. I think we can be certain of that. I'm glad you're not isolating yourself.
I can't.
Oh, right. Want a drink?
Yes.
Maybe Lancaster would have been disappointed with me, but I promise I was watching how much I was drinking before the meeting. But it didn't matter anyway. Klein called me up when I was only halfway through my second mug. Moonshine, cut with soda from the vending machines. I would not recommend it. I dropped Raddagher off with Burnett from security and headed up to what might have been the most important department head meeting we've ever had. The mood was somber. Serious. You could have thought someone had died as you walked into that conference room. Alves was not in attendance. She did not have a say in whatever happened next. Wright was there in her place, as acting head of containment. He seemed sad, as everyone else danced around the topic of her absence. So did Klein. I think that for many of these people, her spiral into borderline megalomania was as much a threat as it was a humiliation. We want to believe in our own. Alves is a smart and capable woman. No one would deny that. But there's something disconcerting, almost frightening about watching her break down the way she did. Now that the dust of the fighting had settled, even Harley is seeing her for what she really is. Not an all-powerful authority. Not a vessel for the Foundation. Just a person. One of us. Not meaningfully different from the rest. No one had to say it out loud, but clearly on the forefront of everyone's minds was how we were going to avoid something like this happening again. To my great relief, the discussion was calm and civil. Each department head brought points from their own staff, what our small groups wanted, what they didn't. Medical seems to agree that the position of acting site director would call Gravit too much away from her work. Xiao said no, of course. Security still wants Harley to take up the burden, but as she relayed their thoughts and points, it became evident to me that she's anxious. Her usual smile only appeared as a thin line between her lips whenever someone attempted a joke to ease the tension. She mentioned she felt guilty, like her strike was responsible for Alves's actions. I can see a similar guilt in her face that I saw in Klein's after Casey. I had kept my mouth shut for most of the meeting, even tuned out a lot of it. I was thinking too hard, completely lost in thought when...
Communications? Got anything you'd like to add? Go ahead.
We are not receiving directives or orders from Site-01. Whether our outgoing messages are being received by anyone, we have no real communication with the rest of the organization at all. We don't have a broader framework that we need to conform to. We have one anomaly and one problem.
Continue?
Doesn't it seem a little redundant at this point? Haven't some of our protocols become dead weight? We have dozens of people in our ranks who would make excellent leaders. I don't want to choose one over the rest. I motion that we dissolve the position of acting site director entirely.
Episode 47 was written and produced by Anna Maguire. The voice of Harley is Logan Laidlaw. The voice of Klein is Ritter. The voice of Lancaster is Jackson McMurray. The voice of Agent Love is Tabi Bardall. The voice of Raddagher is Anna Maguire. Original music by Jackson McMurray. If you'd like our show and want to support us, sign up for our newsletter at findusalivepodcast.com. This podcast, along with all content relating to the SCP Foundation, is released under a Creative Commons Share-alike 3.0 license. Thank you for listening.